big, bolsterous, big booty glitter. I look like a blow-up doll. Is this satisfying? I wonder, is it because of my video, Glossier? Was I an inspiration? Probably not. Hi. Hello! Hi. It's Kennie here. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're not new around here, what is up? Home skillet biscuit. So, Glossier came out with more stuff, and considering y'all kind of liked the last Glossier video, shout outs, because I reached my first 1,000,000. Pop collar, perfect timing, because I was going to do this video anyway, so now I can, like, hopefully, you know, link it and send y'all here for more debauchery. Glossierity. Yes. About 4 months ago, I did a whole video about Glossier, spending a crap ton of money on Glossier. My emotions were quite high in all directions. I loved some things, loved it so much. But weirdly enough, some of the most popular products, I was just like, okay, I don't get it. But okay, sis. But shortly after that video, if I'm not mistaken, they expanded shade ranges, which is great, but it's confusing because I don't know what color I am anymore. They changed the Generation lipstick, and they came out with some little like retro 80 vibe glitter subcategory referred to as Glossier Play. What is that called? Retro vibe? I don't remember what it's called. The one where like all music kind of sounds like Plastic Love. I don't know the words. So I figured, let's just come together as a congregation and try out more products from Glossier, because I love it. I love doing this. This is so much fun. And we are here again at this part of the video where I implore you to share it. It's free. Because nobody wants to waste $330. It's a sad day when spending $330 is one of the cheaper of these videos, you know what I mean? But yeah, so share the video so that your girl can get this video out to people that are interested in Glossier Play and also make some of my YouTube money back, sis. I think this is a great time to do this video because the last time I did a Glossier video, my skin was still in like pretty decent condition. I don't know what it was this last time that my monthly reminder of my womanhood came around. Fun times. But I broke out so bad. So like I still got some real like fun times. Part of me doesn't even know if it had to do with that. It might have just been because I'm allergic to something, and I have a sneaking suspicion it might be my pre-workout. Would just be truly barbaric tragedy because it tastes delicious. The Alani Nu one, rainbow candy, delicious. So like I said before, Glossier had the nerve to expand their shade range. I'm joking. The only issue with that is that now I don't know what colors I wore before, and I certainly don't know what color I wear now.
Learn something from this!
With that said, mistakes were made. I bought a foundation that was the wrong color. Again, what else is new? So the color that I used in the first video was Deep. If I recall correctly, this was the second to darkest color at the time. And it was like a sheer, warm, deep tan color. But now it's winter, and I'm not quite as warm as I was when I made the last video. It was towards the tail end of summer, bleeding into fall, so I still had a little bit of a tan, so it worked better. So I figured I'll get me something that's a little bit more towards my winter shade, which is like a sickly gray green tan. So I figured I'd get their neutral, which is G6. I'll tell you right now, don't get this color if you're my color, because it's the wrong color. B. Definitely should have gotten G5, which would have been a shade darker than this. The only thing is that one was supposed to be warm, and I didn't want warm. I wanted relatively neutral. I should have just got it anyway because it would have been closer than this is. Of course, we are going to mix so that we get this perfect like warm neutral. You see that? That's the mixy mix. We're gonna do a little chemistry, a little artistry, a little Bob Ross. Is this satisfying? Does this satisfy you? Now, if you've never heard of the Glossier skin tint, or didn't see my first video, or didn't hear anything about the Glossier skin tint, it's basically what it sounds like. It is a dewier kind of skin tint face product. Not supposed to give you a whole lot of coverage, but just supposed to like even out the skin tone, look nice and fresh. It's not going to cover up a lot of acne scars and stuff. So like I said, I've been doing a little break dance and on the face. It's not gonna cover that. It'll blur it. I was a little concerned that maybe when they started like expanding the shade range, they'd in some way change the formula. No, they didn't. It looks the same. But now that I have two colors to mix together, this actually matches me a lot better than even the first color did. So here we are. Next up is another product that isn't new anymore. This is the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I've already talked about it, already gloated about it, already said how much I love it. Now, the colors that I used before were, again, deep. This would have been the color that matched the deep skin tint. A lot more warm and a lot more red than I think is necessary for my skin tone, especially this time of year. And then the color that I used under my eye that I actually mixed a little bit was dark, which was like a yellow neutral. So again, I didn't know what within the new color system what color I would be. So I was just like, I'm just gonna buy something that looks somewhat like they would work. This ain't it, sis. G6 is still slightly lighter than the old dark color. It's leaning a little bit more yellow dark, but this one is leaning a little bit more neutral now, which I personally prefer the yellow. I think it looks better on me, and then I had the nerve to get G7, which is where this gonna go, which is even lighter. We are in a predicament, a predicamundo. I'm gonna use the old color Deep, which is our darkest, and then the new color G6. I feel like mixing these two together will kind of follow our original base. It'll be a mix of old and new, warm and too neutral and too light, and we'll get somewhere that is somewhere in the middle. Completely off topic, but I'm so proud of myself because I'm trying to be like more organized just in my entire existence, in my entire life. And one of the ways in which I've decided to do that is to not use dirty brushes. So what I've been doing is after I use each brush, hear me out, I put it in like a dirty brush bag and I don't use it again. Which is revolutionary. Half the time I don't even know what brushes I haven't used yet. And then I'll know like which ones are clean, which ones are dirty, which ones need to be washed. Like it gets to the point that I have so many brushes that I forget to use brushes. So now like I know which ones haven't been used yet. I also decluttered so many lipsticks. I have literally maybe a third of the lipsticks that I had before, but because it was just getting ridiculous. It's like you have two lips, you have one mouth. Now with that said, I bought a bunch of lipsticks today for this video. I'm working on it. Now, this formula of concealer is still one of my favorites. It's just so kind of thin, but really concentrated with color. It lays really well on the skin, so it does look very skin-like. I just love the finish of these two. Oh my god. If you have dry skin in particular, this is like... I feel like my face is so perfect and my neck has so much discoloration, so it just looks like my head is kind of floating on like a zombie body. So I'm gonna go with my skin tints and mix that down my neck because it look a little weird. I remember I was watching somebody's video and they're like, if you need to blend your foundation down your neck, that it just means that it's not a good color match. I'm like, maybe it just means that your neck isn't even and like it would look weird to have like a super even face and like a blotchy neck. Bam! Let's go close up because now you have to look at my pimple scars that were there and that aren't really there anymore. That's dope. Now, like I said before, if you have oily skin, I still don't understand why you would enjoy Glossier because like you have this naturally, so like why? Here it is. Look at that beam. Look at that cheek. Look like a blow-up doll. Plastic, but in like a good way. Like, but it still looks like skin, like plastic skin. Your skin, but better. There you go. Now, I don't want to go powdering too much right now because I know I have a liquid highlighter that I still need to try out, but I am going to powder under my eyes. I'm going in with the Beauty Bakery Flower Powder. Teensy weensy little bit of this directly under my eyes because I don't want it really anywhere else. Yep, just taking that immediate shine right here away. Like being this shiny is an art form, you gotta be careful. When it goes too close to like near the nose, like this inner nose part, you just look sweaty. Okie dokie artichoke, time for brows. I do have Boy Brow by Glossier, but I kind of said in my first video, it's not my favorite as far as like brow mascaras go. I find that it kind of feels a little stiff. Like it makes my eyebrows feel heavy or whatever. So I'm going in with the Kaja, what is it actually called? Brow Blowout in 04 Deep Brown. Me and this wig gon' fight. Me and this wig gon' fight. Okay, so enough of the boring stuff. Let's get into Glossier Play. So what I've gathered is that Glossier Play is kind of like the cool younger sister of Glossier. Like Glossier is like the model, the one that's like high fashion. She needs to go quick and like needs to get out because she's busy and she has places to go. Glossier Playgirls have time. Youthful, colorful, and I'm certainly more excited about the color products, the eye products in this launch than I was like the original ones. I said before how I wasn't a huge fan of the Glossier cream shadows. I thought they looked like dull booty butt garbage and it needed glitter. I wonder, is it because of my video, Glossier? Was I an inspiration? Probably not. So there are new liquid highlighters, new eye pencils, new glitters, and new like liquidy lip products. Actually, since we're gonna go in with a highlighter, let's go in with the Beam Cloud Paint. Really love these. So I just want this to be down first before we get started on the highlight. These are the highlighter concentrates. There are 4 colors and I have all 4 of them here. First one is Pale Pearl. They kind of come in this like short, like stubby doe foot applicator. How cute. That's pretty much like the name suggests. It's a pale pinky pearl color. Platinum Rose. From just swatching these are kind of like a liquid to powdery. Actually, these feel exactly like them ugly eyeshadows. Low-key, they look like them too. Did they just turn those ugly eyeshadows into some highlighters? Cause brilliant, by the way, cause they look a lot better when I'm thinking of them as highlighters than they would on my eyes. Deep Copper, which is so pretty, and I'm hoping works on me, but it might be a little bit too deep for me. Yes, these are swatching exactly like them ugly ass shadows. But they look good as a highlighter. I peeped you. I peeped you, Glossier. I got you there. You think I got? No, you got, girl. Look at it. It's delicious. This is Molten Umber. Deep chocolate. Yes. And it has just the slightest bit of like a gold undertone. Girl, I'm gonna mix 2. I'm gonna use Platinum Rose and Deep Copper because I think that mixture will be really pretty. Oh no, it's too dark. If you want to know if your highlighter is too dark, if you turn forward, if you see like a shadow, it's too dark for you, sis. I'm gonna have to put a little bit more of that like lighter color. But from this angle, girl, the way it's laying on the skin is gorgeous. Okay, yeah, that helped a lot. The way it lays on the skin, it's super duper smooth. You see that? Glossier loves to make products that are like very easy to apply with fingers. So I mess with that because sometimes you're just lazy. Yes. Yes. This is that fire. The fire and desire. This is my face gleaming to the heavens above. Whoa. Yep, and I was a little concerned that it will start to pick up the foundation or the concealers, but I will say Glossier does a good job of making their products work with each other. Because I've gone to brands and I'm like, I'll use all of whatever products and see if it works. And like one product will work really well, but it won't work well with another product from the same line. And it's just like, I wish there was some more cohesiveness here. I feel like Glossier is really good at like honing in on how their products work with each other. I would even argue to say a lot of Glossier products don't work that well with other products. I've noticed that. I use Wowder on different foundations and stuff, and it just looks weird. It gets a little patchy. It kind of sticks weird depending on what type of product it is. But say if you were just like trying to make a makeup regimen, like you don't own a bunch of makeup, but you want to try out Glossier because it seems like kind of easy breezy, you know, type makeup, and therefore by proxy, all of your products are Glossier products, you'll be fine. Yeah, I feel like when I wear Glossier, it's like, it's gonna be a Glossier day. So next up we have these pencils. These are the Color Slide pencils. I have 4 of these colors. There's quite a few more than that, so it's really up to like personal taste as far as what colors you get. They're very, very all over the place, which I really mess with because like everybody has a black eyeliner. We get it. But if you want to come in with a mustard, how many times have you seen a mustard eyeliner? Nectar, it's like a mustard yellow. Jumbo, which is like a burnt orange. Stable Relationship, which is like a medium green. And last but not least is Adult Swim, navy blue. Should I try to use all of them? There's also glitter to be had. Let's just be extra, because why not? It's my video. I'm just going in pretty roughly, and then I'm gonna just blend it out with my fingers. Again, very Glossier-esque, that everything can kind of go on and then just be blended out with fingers. Like, it's soft, but it's not super soft. At least this color isn't crazy opaque. Next, I'm going in with the green one, which is Stable Relationship. And what am I gonna do? I guess we'll do like a proper liner. Okay. Okay, the yellow one is looking a little bit patchy. You can see that. The green one looks good, but the yellow one's a little iffy. I mean, in the end, I'm gonna put glitter on it anyway, but if you weren't gonna put glitter on it, this might be like a little bit of a problem. I'm gonna take the orange and I'm gonna put this like really hardcore heavy on the lower lash. I think I'm gonna go super heavy on the lower waterline too, because I want this whole area to be just straight up orange. These have an interesting texture in that it's really getting caught up in my lashes. Like, it's kind of like a waxy-ish texture. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. It's waxy. Like, if you come up close, that liner really got in my lashes, which is not necessarily a problem. It's just like really kind of heavy down there. Yeah, it's not taking super well to the waterline though, and this is like a lot. It feels like a lot of product under my eye. Like, I've never had that feeling before with an eyeliner pencil, like where I'm very aware that I have pencil eyeliner on, because I can feel the actual weight of the amount of like wax under my eye. Probably why it's kind of hard to blend these. If you thought you were gonna do like some cool like blending type thing, blending your liner, you're gonna have to work for it. I don't think these should really be used for anything other than liner, because my line up here with the green one did really well. But like, if you're using it on the waterline, it kind of feels like face paint. It also feels like it's waterproof, so that might have something to do with it. Like, just so much wax. Our last color, I'm gonna put right under the green because I need a little contrast, maybe even around it. Oh yes, the 80s threw up on me, and my other wing ain't gonna look nothing like it. Oh, maybe. Okay, next are these. These are the Glossier Play Glitter Gelée. There's 4 of them. I want to say I saw it on ColourPop, and I don't know if ColourPop was the first person to do it, but these like gels that have just so much glitter packed into them, and that's essentially what these are. Now, these are big glitter, like big bolsterous, big booty glitter. I know this is meant for the eyes, or I believe it's meant for the eyes. Do I check? No. That's big glitter, like near your eyes. So use with caution. Bijoux Bijoux? Am I pronouncing that right? Glass Bonsai. I think I'm gonna be using this one if nothing else. If you see up close, there's like mini glitters and giant glitters all in there. I think depending on how you apply it, it'll be more or less sheer. Phatasm, purpley glitters. Of all of them so far, this one has the most big glitters, but I don't see a whole lot of like little glitters in between. Firewalk, which is our like burnt ready glitter. Now with that said, Glossier has this like silicone tool, which I presume is to be used with the gelée, which is kind of cool. It's like you can like pack it under there, and since there's no bristles, the glitter won't get all like gunked up in there, and you can kind of just wipe it off, so that's kind of cool. I'm gonna take a little bit of our Firewalk, which is the red one. I'm just gonna go right under this front part here to give me glitter there, because glitter makes everything better. I'm gonna put the greeny goldy one, Glass Bonsai, all over this. Probably mess it up. Honestly, it's all blotchy up here because of the yellow anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna put that like in this inner part with my fingers. Now, I am curious about whether or not this will dry down. Let's hope so, because this could be a hot mess throughout the day. I need an inner corner highlight. So I'm gonna go in with Platinum Rose again. Put that in our inner corner, which, by the way, this little applicator makes very easy to do. I'm gonna put on the Glossier mascara. I feel like each time I use this, I like this a little more than I used to. Like, I used it in my last video, if I'm not mistaken. And when I was looking back over the footage, I was like, my eyelashes look kind of nice. Maybe it's one of those mascaras that work better as it dries type thing. But anyway, I'm gonna put this on, pop some lashes on, and continue with the rest of the video. I'm back. I've been busy. Bold face makeup. And these ones are in Bring It On. I put a little bit of black eyeliner under my upper lash line to give me some more contrast and put a crap ton more glitter on. With that said, in the time that we've been away, I can confirm that these do dry down, which is great. That means they'll kind of stay where you want them to stay. I've been touching my hand with these swatches and they have not come off at all. So after I made my last Glossier video, I talked about how much I really like the Generation G lipsticks. Is that what they're called? Generation G lipsticks, and particularly the color Leo. Literally maybe less than a month after I made that video, they had the nerve to reformulate and turned it into this. Outright, this is the new one, this bigger one, and this slimmer one was the old one. The only one I cared about was Leo, which is like a yellow brown nude, which looks so good with everything. That is Leo. And soon after I made that video, some people were in the comments like, yo, they reformulated, the color doesn't even look like that anymore. And I was like, what? Those are not the same colors. Why? I'm so angry because this was such a perfect like yellow nude. This is the new color. This is the old one. This is the old one. Yellow, kind of warm, terracotta-y nude. And I was like, I live for that. I breathe for that. And I'll be darned, before I could get a backup, they had the nerve to reformulate. I hate this. I mean, in fairness, if you're not super nitpicky about this like I am, then it probably won't bother you. And you're getting more product, so that's a plus, I guess. But like, it's not the same color, and that bothers me. And the texture isn't the same either, and that also bothers me. But am I gonna keep both? Yes. Am I gonna use both? Yes. So these are the Vinylic High Shine Lacquer. All these come with like a sponge tip applicator, and you click the product up. And there it is. One is in Blow Up. It's like a berry pink pony, which is like a muted mauve, gray tone mauve color. Baby, neon red, and Bank, which is our resident berry. Okay, so we're going with Bank. Okay, that's with me not applying a whole lot of it. I just kind of like let whatever was left after I did my swatch and put it on my mouth. And put a little more. Yeah. That color is stunning. And it was really easy to apply. I like that I was able to build it up if I wanted it to be like darker. I could even go significantly more opaque than this, but okie dokie artichoke, it's the end of the video. So let's go and do a little recap over the products that we've discussed so far. First, let's start off with the products that are just the revamp or shade expansions of other products. It's hard for me to say whether or not I mind the colors that now exist in the Glossier skin tint range, because even looking at the other colors, I still don't think there would be a color that matches me perfectly. But given the colors that I own that I was able to mix together and make a decent shade, it did turn out nice. I've always liked the skin tint, so I still like the skin tint. I'm just referring more so about color right now. But I was able to get a color that looks okay. Same with the concealers. But as far as the texture of the concealer, it's the same. I've always liked it. I always felt that it was very thin and malleable. Those base products are gorgeous as far as finish wise. It looks so healthy and skin-like. Covered up any imperfections I have, but it still looks like my skin. Very precarious middle ground to reach when it comes to base products, to have coverage and to make it look like skin. So I feel like Glossier does that very, very well. As far as the revamp on the Generation G, I hate it. Granted, you get more product, I guess. Hold on, let me check. You do get significantly more product in the new version, so that's that's good. I preferred the old version, so it depends on your personal taste. The old color was a little bit more like of a unique brown color, whereas the new one is kind of just brown. So it didn't really do anything. Now onto the actual play products. I really enjoyed the liquid highlighters. I still have a sneaking suspicion that they're just the eye things, but just maybe a little bit more pigment. They work way better as highlighters, so that's cool with me. They have that kind of like muted highlight. All these colors tend to like blend in with skin tone quite well, so they don't look weird. That was kind of the problem I had with the eye tint star, whatever they were called, I forget, is because they would be in these really random colors, but it's supposed to look natural. It would be like green, and I'm like, this is ugly. It just looks like you're sick. It looks not cute, sis. I hated them. A lot of people said they liked them on me, but I thought they were ugly. So, but as far as like as highlighters, these pencils, don't waste your money, sis. These are not that good quality wise. They're a weird waxiness too, like especially on my under lash line. I was really able to notice it. It was really hard to get on the waterline because of the waxiness. I don't know if they're waterproof or something, but it's like that's a very like normal place where people put eyeliner. So if it's like fighting the water on your waterline, it's kind of like on the lid. If you tried to like blend it out with your fingers, it would quite patchy. I was able to get decent lines with it. I feel like it's a very limited pencil. You can literally only do like a line. You can't like use it as a base. You can't use it and like smudge it. Don't try to smudge it. Can't put it on your waterline. These are just very limited color pencils. And when you get a color pencil, that's kind of the point. It's like you can do cool stuff with it. Whereas this is just like you can do a line on your eye. If you're looking for like colored liners, I would just go with NYX. I don't know if they have these exact colors, but they have a lot of like cool colors. But I wouldn't waste your time on these. Definitely the star of this entire release are the gilet glitter thingies are just kind of cool. They just look nice. They're very impactful without being like super opaque, if that makes sense. It's like they're able to like kind of blend in and just be kind of messy and effortless. Probably get a very like opaque glitter payoff, but I kind of like it just being like whatever. There is nothing more annoying than playing with glitter and it like falls on your face and then you can't get it up and then you gotta do all these changes, gotta throw these changes to get your glitter to look good. I love the idea of this where it's like where I put it is where it's staying, and I love that. So these are dope.com. Lip finals are nice. I've been really into this like type of packaging, this like click packaging. My Kazas things, my Mimi box things, a few other things I have kind of comes in this like stick format that you click up. I don't think that they're revolutionary though. I feel like they're a lipstick. If you like the colors, if you like the format, if you're just buying stuff from Glossier anyway and you're just curious, I would say rush and get the glitters. I would maybe even say rush and get the highlighters because I really mess with that. And I've always liked the skin tints in the concealer, so definitely get those. These, not so much. Like, you can get them if you want them. No rush, sis. It's really up to your call. Like, what are you into? And if you're not, you can skip this. With that said and done, that's today's video. If you guys found this helpful, entertaining, just like to hear me in the background as you are sitting on the toilet, don't forget to like this video. Follow me on social media, Instagram and Twitter, both of which are KennieJD. If you didn't see my first Glossier review, it'll be somewhere up in the atmosphere. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.